I have rushed out of the car. My tee-off time is in just a few minutes. What do? First thing, I've got to prepare the body a little bit. Just the mind, the body, whatever. We'll get into the other stuff in a moment. But it can only take a few seconds, a minute or two maximum. And what we need is a club, your towel, and just a little bit of energy, okay? So we need to limber up the joints, the movement patterns that we want, and just sort of awaken the senses a little bit. Now, we're not having time to hit lots of balls, but we have to try and replicate it just a little bit. First move, what we're doing is taking a club, and I just want you to, we're not stretching here, we're just sort of opening up the thighs, the backside, the lower back. And what we're doing is we're just reaching forward, feeling a slight stretch here. Not tight, just a little kind of opening. This is all about mobility. I'll show you from here, just from the one leg, just doing one to the side, one in the center, and one over. Do that a few times on each leg, just to hear. It sort of fires up the glutes, opens up the back to stretch that out a little bit and just feel a little bit better. Do, maybe 5, 10 on each side there. Next one is just taking it slowly. What we're going to do is replicate a golf swing. So just put your hands together a little bit here. And what we're going to do, this is about vision as well. I want you to aim a point at the end of your hand. That's the focal point that you want, just here, the end of the hand. And I want you to turn back here. And what that's doing, not only is it opening up the chest, the body just a little bit, it's focusing the eyes, because this is very important. We want to be able to track the object easily. If we're sort of like this as we're swinging and practicing, when we get to the first tee, it's going to be like, whoa, okay, I need to focus on something. So I want you to focus on the back or the fingertips of your hand as you come through, okay? Do that about 10 times as you move around. Now you can let your eyes wander a little bit, but keep, like your head wander a little bit, but keep your eyes on the tips of your fingers, okay? Again, it's about opening up and focusing the eyes. Next part, I would like you to take a golf club, just like this, like as if you're holding it underhand, okay? And what we're just going to do is rotations, but it's with the lower body. So I'm coming up on my toes here. What that's doing is awakening the feet, awakening the legs, awakening the body, but with very little force. This is the movement. And I do urge you to keep focusing on an object on the ground as if there's a ball there. It's very easy to do this, but that's not quite a golf swing, is it? So we're here. Now I want you to extend this up with the golf club. I want you to now exaggerate, so you're swinging up here. Notice how I'm allowing the body to lift up. So we have freedom, feeling the weight of the club. Okay, exaggerated the movements, just coming up on the toes. It's not your full regular swing, but it's giving you the energy, the movement, that freedom that as when we come to hit a ball, we've got a bit of momentum. Next one, if you can grab a towel, great. If not, just use your club. Just hold a towel underhand, well, left hand over, right hand under. And what we're going to do is just stretch ourselves out. So as I'm making a turn here, I'm actually pulling with the right side, just to sort of help stretch it back. And as I come through, I'm maintaining the tension on the towel. So this should feel like you're engaging the core just that little bit, all right? We're engaging that core, and we're feeling that sort of mobility. It will feel a little bit tight around the hips and everything, but feel that core work. Next swings that I like to do, just to kind of get a bit of speed going, is as I swing back, to step. Just like that. So I swing back, step there. 10 times, 10 of those. Few neck stretches, you should be good to go. That probably took longer than it will for you because I'm waffling on, but there you've got some excellent moves to get you going and feel ready to go and hit your first tee shot. So fortunately we have a chipping area here. It doesn't really matter that much that we've got a green to chip to. It's convenient because it is right next to the car park, right next to the tee. But even if you don't, you can practice these shots. The reason why we want to try and hit a few chips is because we want to dial in a bit of a feel. You know, what does it feel like to actually hit a golf shot? What kind of contact do we want? Because in essence, this is just a mini version of a full golf shot. So if we can get a bit of confidence as we're chipping, you know, if it's perfect if you have somewhere to aim for, but it doesn't really matter, okay? It doesn't really matter. All we're trying to do is feel the weight of the club. Understand that we need to be striking down on it just a little bit here. That we are sort of understanding what it feels like for the ball to spin off to the right a little bit. What does it feel like to hit a little hook, you know, a bit of hook spin? Have a little bit of a play to get that feel. I'm going to keep saying it because it's annoying. I'm using a sand iron. I'm not saying because it's annoying, because it's important rather. It might be annoying, but it's important. Here I've got a 9-iron, the same thing. I just want to have the same kind of trust and feel that I want on the course. Now you can try and hit a few longer shots if you want, just to get that gist. So you're getting a bit better contact. You're just understanding. See, like I thin that a little bit. I'm going to blame it to chatting to you guys, but there's the idea. So, you know, 5 shots, whatever it might be, even if it's just chipping to your golf bag, just try and hit an object, get that feel connected, feel rhythm and timing, and that bit of trust that you are going to be striking some shots. And also, you know, the first couple of tee shots, you're probably not going to hit great. The first few swings, you're not going to hit great. So more likely than not, you're going to need, you know, a decent short game, a chip for the first couple of holes to be able to salvage par or bogey or whatever you're after. So this is actually really efficient practice, not just because we're late for the tee. Hit 3 shots if you have to, whatever you need. Okay, so the first tee is over there conveniently, but we want to get some kind of feel for the green, okay? I would like you to take your one arm, your trail arm, and put your left hand over just the shoulder, just to keep it connected here. And what we're trying to do is just gauge distance, have some rhythm with the stroke. We're just trying to go for rhythm because I'm trying to hit it to the fringe. I'm not trying to hole anything. This is just a long distance putt to try and get to the fringe. So I take some practice swings that replicate that. You know, too soft, too hard, just right. Okay, so my game is just to hit one putt that's to the fringe. I'm going to do it my normal way. Okay, I'll take that. I'm pretty happy. Now, if you follow me, what we're going to do is, you know, we want to hole putts. That's what we're trying to accomplish. We want to hole putts. So, let's try and hole one. They're waiting for us at the first tee. We don't need to hit lots of practice putts, even if you have to just start from here, just to feel that you've got something, okay? Just to feel that you've even holed something. I don't want you going too far out, okay? I don't want you going too far out. Even one putt there, just to see one go in. Because if you start trying to have one from here, you know, and you miss it, you're gonna be like, oh man, I've missed it. So just hear it go into the hole. Have a little bit of confidence, see it. That's all it's about. You're not going to fix your stroke. If it needs fixing, you're just trying to aim decently, get a good distance on the putts. So even one long putt, one short putt, you're fine. All right, so we haven't had time to hit any shots on the practice range over there, unfortunately. But we need to tell our brains that we want to hit something, not just swing through. Yes, the ball needs to get in the way. But what I would like you to do on any practice swing that you're having off the first tee while you're waiting for your friends to tee off, or, you know, obviously not while they're swinging, but as much as you can, just take some practice swings that involve actually hitting an object. I just hit a little leaf there, okay? We can and should hit even a little tee peg. So we're not gonna actually hit a golf ball, but just, you know, grab a tee peg and have a swing to make sure that as you do it, you're striking it. Because the more we tell our brain that that's what we're trying to do, the more precise that we're going to be on the tee shots. Because too often people will take practice swings up here and it's a bit arbitrary. So on your first practice swing, even as you're standing at the side waiting, okay, put a tee peg in the ground and do as much of a rehearsal as you can about where you want that shot to go on this particular hole. You know, we want a little cut here with a 3-wood. So that's what I'm going to try and do, and that's my practice swing. A bit sort of stiff, a bit rusty, but at least I've kind of got something out the way. And then we just go ahead and play, and it's as easy as that.